tonight and a home opener. I mean, you know, our league did very well today, representing, and so I think we have a responsibility to to play like we're capable. So, I'm just going to kind of start with that because we should have taken care of business on home floor tonight. Kudos to CCSU to play a little tougher than we did.
Questions? Coach, where do you think you can build the most defensively?
100%. I mean, they were 11 for 26 from the arc, and people have big nights. Like I said, they were a team that was unproven. They had a lot of freshmen that were going to have to step up that didn't have that role last year, and we didn't make adjustments. We played very tentative in the first half. Whether to guard them, not shuffling our feet, playing just very tentative. I mean, and it just was a bit surprising on that. On the guarding, I feel like these two guys, were doing their best to hold the fort down. I mean, as many touches that she's getting, and I want her to make every one that she hits, and in at crucial times. But they're over there trying to do the work, and then we didn't have a lot of support in the guard area for them tonight.
A little career high for you. How does that feel to at least do something good in the long runs like that?
Well, right now I don't feel good at all. I feel like we should have won the game, and this is our first game, and losing to the same team for the second time, I'm really not happy about that. And the points or rebound, whatever, it doesn't really count right now since we did not get to our goal of winning the game. So that doesn't matter right now.
Coach, what do you think about the tempo on offense?
Not good. Not the tempo. I mean, I threw Asia Jackson out at the point, and she actually did a great job of running the tempo. So this is not how we practiced the past 31 practices, 30 practices. This is not how we practiced, and and not how we scrimmaged in our first two scrimmages with a lot more pressure that we had in our scrimmages. So yes, we're not flushing it the long season, but it's just disappointing that we can fight a little bit harder. And I've been talking to you guys about people playing tougher and kind of get over their mistakes a lot quicker and going to the next play. And I feel like the times where people were disappointed by all the missed shots caused so many defensive breakdowns. I mean, we have a lot of things against our philosophy that were broken down today. We started doubling a post player that on their side that didn't even score. We're not even supposed to double a kid that didn't even score. We were doubling on her. She was 1 for 3. That wasn't our game plan. We don't double on the post, and we doubled down and the kid hit a 3 in the corner. Or we don't do our defense assignment on a lock and chase. So, it's on me. I'm the ship. I'm the ones who run the ship, but we've got to play better. We've got to play tougher.
Coach, I know you've said in the past that the rebuild's over. It's kind of a win now. How much of this, if any, can you chalk up to it being the first night, maybe having some sophomores in proper roles and whatnot?
That's not good enough. It's a cop-out for us because I think you can always play harder and always practice harder, and this is not something that is the first time being said. It's said every day. And it hurt us tonight. The times we were pouting or we have our head down, you guys watch nonverbals, then they're making a shot on the other end. So that is immaturity. That is a problem in the maturation process, but it's no excuse. So, it's no excuse at all. Proud of these guys, proud of a freshman right here stepping up, handling the hits. It's the first time that she plays in a college game. Now she realizes how many hits she's going to get in the course of the game and how she has to handle the hits. I'll deal with that one. She never played at this level. So I'm definitely proud of both of these guys. None of us feel very good, but you got to find something very positive to build.
Coach, would you say shooting from guard was your team's biggest strength this game?
Well, of course, we were 3 for 20, which was atrocious. We were settling for those at times while we were not attacking gaps in the offense. We were standing there with the ball over our head. How many times did you see that? That's not how we play in our offensive set. So, that part we need to grow very fast and score the way that we're capable of scoring. So a lot of that was settling the shot clock, and just not executing very well.
Ashunae, for you, I think Coach mentioned it a little bit before. In this match, you at least get the chance to see how many times you're going to get hit, if you want to use that phrase. At least getting a feel for touching the ball at this level, at the collegiate collegiate level, does that at least help you going forward, having this one first experience under your belt?
Yeah, it actually does, because now I know from now on, like, what type of shots I need to make, what type of moves, how, like, to control the ball better. Like, I have to be mentally and physically tougher.
Coach, it's the kind of losses that come for your season. You say, this is how we play here, this is how it's going to be throughout here on.
Certainly, I heard them say that in the locker room, that you need to remember how you feel, because talk is cheap. I mean, we didn't have a long speech in there, so it's a very long season, but we don't want to have these types of talks and these types of feelings. I mean, you're going to suffer some losses, but, you know, because you laid it out on the line and you really gave everything that you know, you could. And I think that's the part that, you know, it's hard to sleep on. You know, when you just don't play quite as hard as you're capable. So all you can do is go up from here. It's a devastating drop. It doesn't define us. If we do something about it, it doesn't define us. If we make changes, it doesn't define you. You know, if you think it's just going to happen and it's going to happen naturally, then we'll be in for a rude awakening. But, you know, we certainly, you know, this cannot define us.
Coach, going down the last few minutes of regulation, do you feel like you have a go-to scorer, or do you feel like whatever the defense gives you in that type of situation goes down and takes?
Well, our go-to scorer did not have a very good game tonight, so you know, so I guess we'll play back to the drawing board a little bit. You know, Asia's very good off the ball a little bit, and the freshman Aliana wasn't afraid to step up and have to take a shot. You know, we're kind of scrambling a little bit right now. If you're, you know what we need in the time and situation. I thought they executed very well. You know, down the crunch, we executed. We got a couple shots. You know, we should have just executed and, you know, controlled that tempo better and earlier. So.
Not to dwell too much on officiating, but what was that little discrepancy? A little bit.
It was. I think that there was a discrepancy of whether the shot was taken or the foul was called. There was a lot of hooking on the rebounds and things because they knew that we had a size advantage in some of that respect. But you know, at the end of the day, every time I said we have to play tougher and handle the hits. If they're gonna, you know, let us get hit in things like that, we have to handle them. We didn't handle them. So we'll just talk about that.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Yep.